Hey guys, I just wanted to show you this really cool new LinkedIn feature. And basically, what it does is it pulls in all the people that have liked or commented on your posts. Right now, I've been mostly playing with the likes on my posts because those are people who are interested, but maybe not quite as friendly or familiar with you, who might make good prospects. And I'll show you how I run through that. What it does is it pulls in the likes on any post that you want, and I have this here so that I can have the post topic and the post text. These are manually added to feed into AI. So what you get from the like posts, or for the like of the posts, is you get the profile URL, you get the reaction type, and the person's headline and name, right? So we can do a lot with that. We enrich the person from LinkedIn to get more of their data. We get the company domain at the company that they're working at. Then I have AI 4.1 Nano, I think, pull in the company employee count, and I'm filtering based on that. So I'm filtering right here by, the org exists, right? Some people don't even have a name for their org, so we want to filter those people out. We want to normalize the domain, make sure they have a domain. We want to filter out like major agencies. For myself, you will want to edit this to your own needs, right? So you might see some, agencies here. I don't want to reach out to other agencies. That's a common problem, right? Is that you have, people in your industry, and then you have the industry that is your ICP. So you want to filter out your own industry. We make sure that their localized headline does not contain anything related to directly what I do. I don't want to sell to other people who are doing Clay and GTM, right? We make sure that they're not a competitor or, a colleague, I would say is probably a better word. And then we want to, in my case, make sure that the company employee count is less than 500. I'm taking off companies like Atlassian and Apollo and things like that with that filter. So if they don't have a company domain, I asked AI to go find the company domain, and then I merge the domains together, normalize them, bring in stuff like their title. So I want to make sure they're not an agency. This might be useful to some of you. And if you're, let's say, a B2B SaaS company, maybe you want to make sure that they're not a B2B SaaS company. You'll want to change this column. And then what I do is I generate a personal message based on this. And I think this is pretty dynamic, so it'll work for anybody. So take the post text, take their role and title, consider that, draw relevance, and then generate a message that's very short, nice, simple. And I'm using Claude 3.5 for that. I don't know why it's still running. Claude 3.5 is sometimes a little weird. I'm constantly getting this message these days where like Anthropic seems overloaded. Fine. And then in this case, we're finding work emails, so we can use that later. And we're adding them directly to a HeyReach campaign. So this is how you can upload a post that you've done and automatically add them to an outreach campaign on LinkedIn, which is pretty sick, with a message, and it automatically filters this also. I'm going to teach you really quick how to use this specific template. If you don't want email, you're going to want to go over here and turn the email waterfall off auto run, which is pretty easy to do. Put in your own HeyReach data or whatever. Cool. And then we're going to add your post here. So you want to connect your LinkedIn account, and then you're going to want to, once you've done that, continue. And then we're going to find an example post here, right? So here's one that I have. I'm just going to show you. Go up here to the post. You go to embed this post. You're going to copy this code. You're going to put it into the template, and you're going to delete everything except this URN stuff. Awesome. Cool. And then you're going to go to reaction type. It depends on how many comments you got, right? If you only got a couple comments and they're your buddies, you probably don't want to do comments. And then for number of results, I'm not limiting that because I don't have like 5,000 people liking my post yet. Hopefully in the future, right? Then we're going to submit. It's going to create the source. It's going to pull in all this stuff. And it generated 11 rows, right? Which is pretty cool. So the stuff should be on auto run really quickly. We can see that it is starting to, this is going to take a minute for it to pull in the people. It's going to pull in these people. You're going to automatically find out if it's, a competitor or someone you don't want to reach out to, and generate a personalized message. So if you have any trouble using this template, let me know. But this is a really cool way, and you can have an SOP internally like we do. Every post you make, let's say after 1 week or 1 month or whatever you want it to be, to add all your posts. You could have an executive assistant or somebody add all your posts for you, and then automatically add them to the campaign, which is really cool. So hope you guys like this. If you do, let me know, and appreciate you checking this out.